What are cultural influences on teaching and learning? The one cultural influence I would say is family dynamic. This can play a big role in English language learners because this will make the parents more involved. Um, how can English language learners' cultural values and beliefs be integrated appropriately into context in teaching and learning? Before teachers try and integrate different cultures in their teaching and learning, they should have a good understanding of the cultures they're trying to integrate. What is the role of culture in student learning? The role of culture in student learning is the foundation. I feel like our culture is our foundation. That's how we raise. That's all we know, especially as little kids coming into a new environment. So that's our foundation. That's what makes us who we are. Um, some English language learners have a strong foundation. They know their background. They know their history. And then some they don't have a strong foundation. Those would be mostly like kids who come from foster care or just didn't have a really strong upbringing. Um, how do schools and classroom environments influence language acquisition, and what steps are necessary to create an inclusive environment? I feel like the more students have being around speaking and being around other people that speaking English and talking speaking English, I feel like that'll help them speak more and learn the language a little faster. Making sure the class understands the different cultures and to be open to all cultures is important for creating an inclusive environment, and that will cut down on bullying and stuff like that. Once the kids know and have an understanding of why people dress this way or talk this way. What are some strategies of supporting and celebrating cultural diversity within instruction? One way to support celebrating cultural diversity within instruction is by celebrating a different culture every week and learning about the culture. So, for 1 week, if we're learning about a culture, every day will be something different. We might learn their foods, what they eat, how they cook it, stuff like that. One day, how they teach math. This culture doesn't teach it the way we're taught. This is how they teach it. This is what works for them. Um, Stuff like that. What are some opportunities and approaches to meet the social and emotional needs of ELS? One way to promote social and emotional needs of English language learners is having them work in groups. So when they're working in smaller settings, they might feel more comfortable to speak out and to express their opinions versus sitting in front of the entire class and having to speak. Um, what is the importance of understanding the social and emotional cultural needs of students when establishing classroom routines and procedure? I think that anything and everything that goes towards the students being successful is important. To add in your classroom, making sure the classroom is safe and inclusive will give the students one less thing to worry about when they come to school. But um, making sure like the rules are implemented and they have a routine that would benefit everybody in the classroom, not just the students but also the teacher. Um, how might family and community practice influence funds of knowledge influence language learning? What students learn should not start and stop at school. Students are successful at home. Students who are successful at home, in school, it starts at home. So, making sure parents have what they need for their students to be successful is important. So making sure that the parents understand that this is the homework, or this is what we worked on, this is the list of things or instructions on how to help their child is important. What are some strategies to build and foster strong family community and school partnerships? Keeping keeping the families in the loop is important. So having weekly news calendars, having parent-teacher conferences is something that will keep the parents in the loop, and they will know what to expect for the week, what homework to expect, when is it due, stuff like that.